this is the final thing about this little fight here I hate. Or rather, I should say I don't approve. Solar, out of nowhere, in the middle of our fight, saying what she believes is appropriate. For example, that, how to call it, yeah, the gods had spoken. What the fuck that means? There is no such thing as the gods have spoken. I just beated her. I beated her to the ground with 3 attempts and with barrage of weapons and special abilities. I am better. That's just how it is. But let's just continue with the little, with this little, how to call it? With the final dialogue. I don't think so.
You are no god, priestess of Bhaal. You play with stolen energies that make you immortal, that give you great power. But that does not make you a god.
Yeah, that's true. The definition of a god is quite clear.
The false one has not won! I refuse to believe it! Oh, I would die first!
And that's going to happen. That is it. What is going to happen?
But you cannot die, so long as the essences are within you. Even now, however, they struggle to flee from your weakened frame. You are defeated, and destiny belongs to the victor.
How cool was that?
No! No! I will kill you all!
I don't think so.
You will do nothing, Amelisan, but accept your fate.
Oh, the twisted fate has come. And there she goes.
The time that was mentioned has come, godchild. There is a choice before you. You have prevailed against all that have assailed you.
That's cool.
And now, you must decide your fate.
Yes, I do.
Only one other spawn of the dead god remains. The sibling who fought at your side. Her portion of the essence is not large, but she must make a choice.
That's of course about Imoen. You mean me, don't you? You're talking about the part of me that's the taint, the power I've developed.
Do you intend to keep that essence, godchild? Or will you surrender it to your elder sibling?
Am I elder? Maybe I am, I don't know. If I could have gotten rid of it voluntarily, I would have done it a long time ago. Take it, I don't want it. I never wanted it.
As you wish, Imoen. So it is done. The only decision that remains then belongs to your sibling.
How cool is that?
The vast majority of the soul essences of the children of Bhaal, Lord of Murder, now belong to you at your level. You must now decide what to do with this power. Be wise. The choice is irrevocable.
And my options are show your wisdom. I fought to get here and I earned my place. You can give up the taint easily like Imoen did. Why? What's going to happen to me? Tell me.
There are consequences with all decisions. This one, however, is unique in its scope. I will attempt to explain it as best I can.
How cool is that? Explanation.
First, you may choose to surrender that portion of the essence which remains with you. It shall be given to Amelisan, and her soul, with all the essence it contains, shall be destroyed.
Now, that's one way to eliminate our enemy.
Surrendering the essence will allow the gods to remove its evil taint and hide it well within the halls of Not Celestial, forever preventing it from soiling further souls.
Okay.
You, Bhaalspawn, would be made immortal, free to continue your life with a destiny of your own choosing. The manipulations of gods will no longer be your concern, and your soul will be untainted.
And the other one is to, of course...
Once Amelisan's soul is destroyed and the essence released, you may accept it into yourself if you want it, and the throne of Bhaal will be yours to command.
So to become a god or to be immortal?
No doubt that you are willing to embrace the sheer evil of Bhaal's essence. Certainly you have ambition to rival Bhaal or his priestess, and you shall assuredly meet the same folly. You disgust me.
Oh good, I'm so evil. She hates me.
The
power is yours
to command, but it shall also bring godly enemies. Surely Sirik, usurper of your sire's divine rule by edict of Al the Overfather, will gain an interest in your progress.
Oh, we met him in one of the chambers.
Your future is unwritten, but once chosen, the
Oh,
gods
that's cool.
know that it will be of significance to the universe. Know as well that one does not achieve godhood by simple act of will. You will have great power among the planes, but your evil taint will cause you to walk your path always alone. And good will ceaselessly counter your plans.
Oh, yeah, we will be part of the eternal struggle.
The choice is difficult.
But to be a
these are
god
your two options,
in an
Baldur.
eternal struggle.
This is where your destiny is realized and your future begins.
Cool.
I'll nae see the difficulty for ye. Take your power. You fought for it hard and well enough. There be no need to give it up, and no one worth giving it up for. And besides all of that,
That's Kogan
if
for
ye
you.
becomes a power, you can reward us all the better for following ye about all these months. I've had enough of your smell. Some gold would be fine, indeed.
Typical mercenary.
What? Why are you looking at me? Take the power already. Isn't that what you came here for?
Yes, it
I
is.
didn't follow this insufferable monkey around to see all its divinity lost. What would I get out of that?
Haha, Edwin.
Do not waver. Were I in your shoes, I would lunge at this opportunity. It is no less than what I died attempting. Take it. Grab hold of what you deserve.
So, it's finally come down to this, has it? After all we've been through, right from Candlekeep and Baldur's Gate, through Irenicus and Bodhi and their plans. I wonder what Gorion would say now.
Me? I'll miss you if you go. You're more than a brother to me. I owe you everything. But who wouldn't want to see the plains? Who wouldn't want to see this through to the proper end?
So, it seems we have finally reached the end of your quest. What comes next could change you forever and dictate our future.
Yeah, what do you think I should do? Tell me. I have pondered that question at your every move. With all that had been learned, I don't know where we would go next. I don't know where we could go. I do know this. There is no place for me at your side if you accept the power. It would be hard to lose you, just as hard as it would to say goodbye to Khalid. Bastards, both of you, to do this to me. I knew this would, Jaheira. I know this would happen, that I would lose you. Not that I could see this coming, of course. Seems the gods themselves conspired to. This is ridiculous. This is not about me. This is about you. I won't ask you to stay. I won't make your choice for you. You worked for this, fought through so much. With you at my side. If it is important, then go. I wish not have you stay and regret it later. I will not be the great mistake that forever follows you. I have too many of those to wish them on another. Go, do what you must. I love you. Jaheira kisses you and then turns away, resigned to the decisions she feels you have already made. How did I made?
The time has come to make your choice, Baldur. What is your wish?
And that's the big question. Should we become a god? Or should we stay here? The thing is, as much as my heart always wants to turn to the romance option, this character here is a little bit of a selfish prick, as you might have seen throughout the history. So here we go. Here we ascend to the most powerful being in the plains, to become the god, the last god in the turn of this great, big, and stunning, I should say, game. I will retain the essence of Bhaal. That is my right, and become a power of the plains.
As you wish, though it brings me no pleasure to unleash such an evil onto the cosmos. You are wicked, Bhaalspawn, and your time as a power will be a difficult one, I swear.
Say what you wish. That's the future.
Yes! You have achieved what I could not in life. With luck, you will tear a streak of blood across the skies that the gods will not soon forget. How I wish I could join you.
Good luck. I'll miss ya. Although, somehow I just know we'll see each other again. Maybe I'll get you out of trouble again. You never know.
So this is it. I wish you well. Maybe someday. Oh, well, I doubt this is the last we've heard of you.
Yeah, goodbye.
Your decision has been made, Godchild.
And that's the
Now
final.
the act must be carried out. Prepare yourself.
And here goes the final and little cinematic that shows what happens to Melisande, and it's basically what happens to every enemy we did face in this great battle. The essence goes down and someone, how to say it, actually someone, I believe, turns off the light. Always loved this moment here.
Your mortal essence crumbles as you embrace your fate and take the legacy of Bhaal as your own. You welcome the divine power and feel your dark influence flow over all that you know. The Abyss welcomes you, and you know you can shape it to your darkest desires. All of your enemies have been crushed, but there will be more to come. You are one of many in the crowded plains, but you are certain to destroy any challenge. You have stolen the destiny of a god, and none shall stand in your way. In time, all will know your terrible name. Your tyranny shall be renowned, your strength and guile legendary. You are the Bhaalspawn, Lord of Murder, and the mark you have carved upon the realms shall never fade.
There are 3 versions of narration to this cinematic, as you might know. An evil god, a good god, and a mortal. Depending on your reputation in the world, this will change. And here we go with the epilogues. In the years following his resurrection by Kaelin, Saravok never settled in any one place for long. In Berdusk he is said to have routed an army of invading orcs, displaying such fearsome power and rage that terrified locals weren't sure whom to fear more. In Westgate he arrived as conqueror, brutally enforcing his will, only to mysteriously vanish months later. He acts like a man that did not know himself, and all of the stories agree that Saravok was a tortured soul, balancing between life and death, never to achieve either. Eventually he disappeared, said to have assaulted the abyss itself, or even taken his own life. In truth, he journeyed to Karatur to bury his own true love, the warrior Tamoko. He never returned though, and that's the story endure. So that's my brother Saravok. And now Edwin, one of my favorites. Edwin gained great renown in his travels with Kaelin, and in the years following their association, he would exploit that infamy. In time, he achieved enough influence to subjugate even the Red Wizards themselves, becoming the greatest leader they had known in recent memory. Very recent memory, in truth, in turn out, as he was deposed days later. Such is the brief nature of conquerors in Thay, practically lining up for their turn in power. His only notable appearance following this embarrassment was in battle with Elminster of Shadowdale himself, a short affair that was the end of Edwin's existence in the realms. Edwina, however, tends bar in a Waterdeep tavern. She's a bitter, bitter woman. So, yeah, Edwin became a woman again, and by a spell of none other than Elminster himself. Imoen, and what of Imoen, the eternal child? She had long stood in the shadow of Kalen, but she was her own person, and would find her fate where she pleased. She returned to Candlekeep for a time. Her formidable skill in magic granted a great appreciation for its time. It was smaller than she remembered, however, and she did not stay long. Later, she was seen in such a ventured company as Caleb, Blackstaff, and Elminster, by all accounts, encouraging them to not be such stick-in-the-muds. Her influence grew over time, and she may have founded a thieves' guild that not operate all the way to Neverwinter. When asked of this, she always answered this with a smile. "Hey, she said, "it's just me, Imoen. That's our little sister. One of my favorite characters in all BioWare games, I think. And Jaheira, of course." The events of the Bhaalspawn saga affected Jaheira deeply. It was her duty to protect the greater balance of things, but in the years to come she found an increased portion of that fight occurring within her own mind. Witnessed a great change while in Kalen Company. She had become acutely aware of how fleeting life was, and how the loss of those she held dear ate away at her thoughts. In time she would be known as the tireless champion of balance, one that sometimes acted in concert with the Harpers and sometimes did not. Always, however, she remained distant and guarded, never staying long in any one place. Jaheira would cross the realms thrice over, but she never did return to Thether or the Sword Coast. And Kogan! Flair leaving Kalen's company, Kogan Bloodaxe lived in a bloody fashion he could manage. He took control of an entire dwarven clan, killing their leader in secret and gilding their revenge to a target of his choosing. He could have lived in luxury, but his thirst for carnage was immeasurable, and he stunned the realms by pushing deep into the Underdark. The blind fury of the clan took even the Dark Elves by surprise, but holding territory in the home of the Drow is a hopeless proposition. Kogan was last seen burying his axe in the gullet of a high priest of Lol, laughing when he struck it. Dwarven legend immortalized the image, and his bloodlust is now called a crusade. History, it seems, finds more heroics than madness. And that's it. These are the credits for the Throne of Bhaal. So here we are looking at people. Fergus Earhart, the co-founder, now CEO, I believe, of not Black-Eyed Studios, but what was the name of that new studio of them? Oh yeah, Obsidian Entertainment. Somewhere here you can also find BioWare Corporation, production design, Greg and Ray, the doctors, executive producers for the game. David Gator, senior designer here, main writer for the very known to you, I believe, Dragon Age series. And to say the least, this game is one of my favorites. We're actually finishing this game with a blast. They finished the game with a blast because this expansion is one of my favorites. There's only one I will most possibly put higher. And basically this is just a stunning game, developed and created a type of immersion and a type of experience I never imagined we will ever see in any other game. I don't believe this is possible to achieve today. This kind of immersion, because this game has so many things right. It does so many things right. From the character creator, which is vast and powerful, through statistics, implementation of a very good, in my opinion at least, dungeon system, Dungeons and Dragons, I'm talking about, in the RPG system. The lore, build it upon layers and layers of phenomenal worlds, because the planes are more or less worlds and worlds and worlds builded upon them. All of this with tremendously good attention to detail, with the BioWare formula perfected in this game, and I believe any other. I don't think I played most of BioWare games, and I don't think any other game is able to so perfectly utilize the formula, the BioWare formula. And I don't think there is a talk from time to time that they want to do a third game, Baldur's Gate 3rd attempt. I don't know, but I don't think that's even. First of all, if it's not done by the same people, it's not really the continuation. This game has a strict beginning and a strict end. It has 3, or I believe 3 at least, endings: the good god, the evil god, and the mortal. It's hard to find words how this should actually even end. So, as you can quite clearly see, I'm extremely hyped and excited, and my admiration for this game and enjoyment out of playing it is stunning. We're more than 10 years after this game was published. It was published in 2000. The whole saga was published between 1998 and 2000. This expansion was, I believe, 2001 or 2002 published. I don't remember exactly. So, and from that time, the games were all the games I played. None was able to struck me with such great values. Okay, that's enough of me rambling. Hope to see you in the next project, or check out the other projects. I'm trying to do as much as I can to entertain my viewers, and that's also the end of the credits. So thank you for your time, and see you next time.